let's talk about Nigerians living in United States of America. Okay, here's the thing. When people travel out of the world or they travel to somewhere in diaspora, you can go to many countries as much as you want. But one thing that people always talk about, the big catch, is the American dream. Okay, what is the American dream? Okay, American dream means a lot for many people. And immigration in general, there are many countries and there are many people from North America, from South America that just want to go to America just to, have that sense of the American dream because they want to make it in America because it's one of the best countries in the world. And I don't think when it comes to, let's say, economy or entertainment or sport or anything in general, there are some sport which is just only soccer, which is bigger than America, but the rest, when it comes to the Hollywood, the films, most of the films and things people sees everywhere growing up is much of American thing. And this is the reason why many people are so drawn to this American dream. But when Nigerians travel to United States, here's the thing. There are many factors that makes Nigerian people to be always successful in the US. One of the fact is the English. Okay, English is Nigerian, is our official language to put it, but not our first language because most Nigerians, we do have what's it called, a dialect, or we have like our tribal language before English. So English is just like our official language in Nigeria. But the thing about living in America as in Nigeria is that when you take away language barrier, you take away many things, because then you'll be able to communicate, then you'll be able to talk, you'll be able to fastly integrate into the society, into the country, into where you just get to. And I think that can be a really huge advantage. But not only that, but the main factor that makes it more successful, like Nigerians are always successful, is because Nigerians going to America, their story is always different because they are there on a visa. It's either a student visa or a working visa most of the time, because they are there on a purpose. And this is the difference. When people go to somewhere, you travel with a purpose in mind, with a plan, with everything planned. Yes, this is the reason why many Nigerians become very successful. Because traveling with purpose, you already know, okay, I'm going here to study for, let's say, 5, 6, 7 years. After your study, maybe before your study, you are able to secure some employment, which also give you a chance of using, your studies. You can use this as a real life experience right there where you study. And this is one of the advantages as a Nigerian, like going there. And also for Nigerians who are, let's say, they are expert or they are employed right from Nigeria. And again, it gives them the quick integration because, it's really easy and very fast. We are very adaptive people in general, like Nigerians. And one of the things is also, for example, when you talk about the Nigerian women in the US, mostly some are in the nurse, in the healthcare sector, and this is also one of the things because in this sector there is always a lot of shortage, like in hospitality. Okay, hospitality in general are like maybe two. There is one hospitality which is more like the entertainment hospitality, which has to do with tourism and hotels and gastronomy and something like that. That one is one part of hospitality. The second part of the hospitality is when it comes to like national, like healthcare system, okay, like in the hospital. In this sector, both of these sectors are very, let's say, huge sectors, and a lot of country really depend on both of these sectors. So most Nigerians doctors in the US, most of the female, they are doctors. Some of them, they are first they became a nurse after working as a nurse for many years, and then they decide to further their education, like to be a doctor, to be a surgeon, to be many things, and this give them advantage. So Nigerians in the US, they are not successful by accident. It's not a mistake that just happened overnight, because the biggest thing, which is, let's say, the language, it's not a barrier for them right from the get-go. So it's quickly and very fast for them to be successful. And these are some of the things I think that people need to think of. So I'm not saying other people from other African countries are not as smart as Nigerian. And also most people from Africa traveling to the US, most of them are there legally. Because America is not like a travel by road, like you go to Libya and then you go to Niger and Libya and then Libya then to Morocco to Spain, or from Libya to Italy, whatever. It's not like that. With America, it's not. You have to apply for your visa. You have to apply for everything has to be approved before you can board the flight. And even when you board the flight, of course, sometimes, especially when the flight is coming from international destinations, the American immigration, when they look you like a Johnny just come, sometimes they try to bounce on you a little bit, like, where you from, they start to stop you and interrogate you for a few minutes. But again, if you have all your plan from get-go, everything is like plain, it's blank, there's nothing to be scared of. You just only have to express yourself and tell them what you're there to do, and that's just about it. And immigration isn't something people should always be scared of, or be thinking other people are moving to our country because they want to destroy our country or leave our country. There are many jobs only immigrant does, and there are many jobs a citizen of a country don't want to do those work, because they just don't want it. They don't want their hands in that. They don't want to be seen with those kind of jobs. So these also it gives a lot of foreigner advantage. And most Nigerians, really, we don't give energy. We don't care. We don't care what, we just want to work and just get things done. I haven't seen Nigerians that don't really want to work. There are few have met, but all Nigerians I have known my whole life, yeah, it's in German they say "tot oder getoten werde." It means kill or be killed. It's either they work or they find their way, they survive, and the energy, the drive is there. And going back to the concept of being successful in America is not a easy country, that is for sure. It's for the strongest, it's for the fittest. But if you can do it in Nigeria, if you can do it in Bongo, come on, you can do them anywhere. If you can be successful, or if you can find your way in Lagos or in Nigeria as a whole, believe me, you'll be able to find your way in state. But again, it's also good to have that plan with a plan. Okay, have everything planned out. Don't just try to move to a country just for the sake of you just want to leave, because when you do that, afterward, what next? What's the end game? So this is also something I just think it's worth mentioning, like before leaving Nigeria, going to another country, or moving to the US, moving to Canada, moving to Australia. Australia is one of the countries I will never move to for no reason. It's just way too far for me. 12 or more than 25 hours, no, it's no go for me. I'm not doing that, sorry. So I just think people need to know this, and it's also important to know, you as an African, be proud of yourself, especially as a Ninja. Come on, we got it all. And I'll drop the mic right here, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.